There's this lady on here that shows people how they can make Dollar Tree meals to help people who are struggling financially. I want her to know that her videos are helping people.
Y'all, this lady is going viral on TikTok. Now, my curiosity got the best of me, and I want to know, would you make any of these meals? Does it look good? Is it worth it?
Went to the dollar store tonight to get some canned vegetables, and this woman pulled up next to me, and you know, she was kind of driving a beat up car, and she had 3 little kids with her. Must have been about like under 8 years old, all 3 of them. And later on in the store, as I'm walking around, I walk past her on the same aisle, and I see she has all the ingredients that Dollar Tree meal lady has to make a Thanksgiving dinner. So I asked her about it, and she seemed kind of shocked that I knew, you know, what she was doing.
Right.
So, you know, to not make her feel bad, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to make it too. I'm struggling, because I didn't want her to like feel shame or anything.
This just goes to show you how powerful helping people is. There is a lot of people in this situation right now during the holidays where they don't have a lot of resources, and they are trying to still make something happen.
The thing that caught my eye was she had the apple cider muffin mix to make those like crumble cookie type things. But yeah, we ended up having a really good conversation, and she said that for Thanksgiving this year, she was just going to do like frozen meals or something. But she said because of those videos that she's actually going to be able to give her kids like a real Thanksgiving dinner, and her kids are excited for it. So yeah, the Dollar Tree meal lady is a wholesome creator, and I want her to know that her videos do help people, because I saw a real life example of it.
I'm glad that he shared this story. I know a lot of people downplay a lot of the things that they are good at, and a lot of people may like turn their nose up to the Dollar Tree lady and her meals, but a lot of people don't understand that somebody will appreciate that. And I'm not sure if the Dollar Tree dinner lady knew that this was going to be so helpful to people, but imagine if she didn't put these videos out. Would that lady have been at the Dollar Tree? Would she have been able to come up with a meal? It is inspiring people, and it's helping. So yeah, I'm all for this. Let's take a look at some of the recipes and meals that this lady was able to put together at the Dollar Tree, and she doesn't even have a lot of money. Each of these videos on TikTok has over 1 million views.
I've got a $20 budget to make a Thanksgiving dinner using ingredients from Dollar Tree, and I am happy to say that not only have I already made the Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner, I do think it was my best Thanksgiving dinner that I have ever made. And I attribute this largely to the fact that Dollar Tree got a good amount of Thanksgiving related food items in stock this year, including canned turkey. Each item is $1.25, so here's what my $20 got me this year. Starting off with a can of chicken broth. I also got a bottle of ranch dressing and some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Next, I got a box of mac and cheese, a box of turkey stuffing mix, and I got these original mashed potatoes. Usually I would get one of the flavored varieties, but these come with twice as much, and I'm getting milk and margarine to make these. Then I got a packet of roasted turkey gravy mix, a package of dried cranberries since they didn't have cranberry jelly, a can of French-style green beans, 2 cans of turkey, a packet of sugar cookie mix, some Werther's chewy caramels, some canned apple pie filling, and then we need milk and margarine to prepare a lot of the mixes. A few extra optional things I recommend buying is a baking tray for $1.25, a block of cheddar cheese to add to the mac and cheese, and an extra sugar cookie mix. This would still put you under $25, but it would make this meal just a little bit better.
Wow, okay. When she's going over all the ingredients that she's able to get for under $25, I'm quite impressed, to be honest. In today's age, it's kind of like, girl, you was able to make that happen at the Dollar Tree. Like, bravo.
Here's the menu I came up with for this year. For an appetizer, we're doing some fried mac and cheese bites. For our main dish, I am doing a casserole that is all of the best parts of Thanksgiving layered together. And then lastly, for dessert, I made some caramel apple pie sugar cookie bars. I made a 3-course Thanksgiving dinner on a $20 budget from Dollar Tree, and the main dish is what I'm calling the best of Thanksgiving casserole. I started by preparing a package of plain instant mashed potatoes. I swapped some of the water for chicken broth and added milk and margarine, and I seasoned it well with salt and pepper, and this went into my baking dish as layer 1.
Very interesting that she used chicken broth instead of water. That's something that I do in a lot of my recipes when I cook, but I've never done it with mashed potatoes, and I've never heard of anyone doing it with mashed potatoes. So I'm kind of intrigued. I'm like, okay, girl, and the macaroni balls, whatever the thing was, that looked really good.
For layer 2, I added a can of French-style green beans, which I had drained. For a few extra dollars, you could also make this layer into green bean casserole. Layer 3 was 2 cans of turkey. I drained them, but I saved the broth for my gravy, and then I shredded the turkey with a fork to make sure there was a little turkey in every bite. Layer 4 was the roasted turkey gravy I made using the broth I saved from the canned turkey and some water. Then for the final layer, I prepared the turkey stuffing mix using the rest of my chicken broth instead of some of the water. I rehydrated dried cranberries by soaking them in water, and I folded them into the stuffing before spreading it on top. I topped this all with a few pats of margarine, and I baked this casserole at 400 degrees for 30 minutes until the edges were bubbling and the stuffing was golden brown. This casserole is the reason I think this is my best Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner yet.
So y'all let me know, would y'all try this? I'm personally not the biggest fan of cranberries and stuffing. Y'all let me know, do y'all like cranberry sauce in or cranberries in your stuffing? But I know a lot of people do. So I think incorporating all of these things, it does give Thanksgiving meal.
The richness of all the flavors, the little pops of tart cranberries, and the crispy bites of stuffing on top make it a must try. If you've been needing an easy and affordable Thanksgiving dinner, this is the one to make. Even if you only make this and not the mac and cheese and not the apple pie bars. You've got a packet of mashed potatoes, green beans, 2 cans of turkey, roasted turkey gravy, stuffing mix, and dried cranberries. That's 7 ingredients plus margarine, milk, and chicken broth. 10 ingredients at $1.25 a piece. Means that just to make this casserole, you're looking at $11.25.
Unheard of in today's day, right?
Which is an absolute steal because this would definitely feed 4 people with a significant amount of leftovers. And if you've been feeling like you're not going to be able to have a Thanksgiving dinner this year because you can't afford to make one, hopefully you can afford to make this.
I probably can't even begin to think how many people this lady has helped, and she is such a blessing. Because if you think about the cost of Thanksgiving every year, there are people literally that are going to work overtime just to make sure they have this fancy spread. Y'all, this lady just did all of that in $25. So this is inspirational. I don't care if y'all like the meals. I don't care if you said, oh, I wouldn't eat that. They're like, for somebody's family, they are able to participate and be like, hey, I'm able to put something on the table for my family for really cheap and affordable prices. And I just think that this is amazing.
I made a 3-course Thanksgiving dinner on a $20 budget from Dollar Tree, and the dessert was supposed to be caramel apple pie cookie bars. But when I made them the first time, they came out a little too thin to pick up and handle. I decided to remake them, but my store was out of apple pie filling. So I'll be demonstrating the recipe with cherry pie filling, but it's the exact same process for the caramel apple pie version.
Okay, I'm not a big fan of cherry, but that sure looked good. It looked good, I ain't gonna lie. But the apple? Ooh, I got a thing for apple fritters, anything with apple filling. So when I'm looking at this like, you got you one right here, girl. You got me. I'm interested.
And this is why I recommended picking up a second packet of sugar cookie mix, because ideally you need 2. I prepared the mix according to the package instructions with margarine and water, and then I spreaded about 3/4 of the dough into the bottom of a greased square baking pan. I pre-baked this cookie base at 350 degrees for 18 minutes, and then I set it aside to cool. While that baked, I took my pie filling and I simmered it in a saucepan, mashing it together until it was really thick and spreadable. If you're making the caramel apple version, this is where you would melt your Werther's caramel candies and spread a thin layer of caramel over the cookie base before adding your pie filling.
I have not seen any of these videos yet, so I'm just like, I like this. This lady is talented. Do I need to hit a Dollar Tree today?
Once the base was cool, I spread my thickened pie filling over it, then added dollops of the reserved cookie dough on top, covering most of the filling but leaving some edges kind of peeking through.
This is kind of like a cobbler.
Then I baked this all together at 350 degrees for another 30 to 35 minutes, and I let it cool completely before cutting and serving. These bars are so rich and delicious. They have a soft cookie base, fruit filling, and a golden cookie topping. If you're making the caramel apple version, the caramel layer adds an extra decadent touch. Either way, they're a perfect finish to a Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner.
Why you ain't give me none? Because it looked good. I'm over here watching her eat, and I'm like, dang, that actually looked fire. Okay.
I made a 3-course Thanksgiving dinner on a $20 budget from Dollar Tree, and today I'm sharing the appetizer, which are these fried mac and cheese bites.
Y'all tell me that don't look good. That actually looks good. I don't care that the ingredients came from Dollar Tree.
I started with a box of Kraft thick and creamy mac and cheese. This one is my personal favorite, and I used my favorite no drain method. This is where you combine the pasta with 1.5 cups of water, a 1/2 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of margarine, and the cheese powder all together in one pot. Bring it up to a boil, stirring every couple of minutes, then cover and simmer for 8 minutes, stirring occasionally. And the result is a really rich and saucy mac and cheese. I poured this into a shallow container and I chilled it in the fridge for at least 4 hours, but overnight would be even better. Once chilled, I popped it out of the container and I cut it into 12 cubes. I coated each cube in Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, then I dunked them in milk and I coated them in breadcrumbs again. While coating, I was compressing each cube with my hands to form it into a ball shape, and don't worry if you lose a few noodles, just keep squishing and it'll come together. I fried these in oil for 3 to 4 minutes in 2 batches of 6 until they were perfectly brown and crispy. Then I removed them and drained them on paper towels. I served them with ranch for dipping, and these turned out so crispy on the outside, but tender and creamy on the inside. I think these are the perfect start to a Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner.
For any of y'all that know me, y'all know I do not like any sort of condiments. No ranch dressing, but a cheese sauce. Now you make you a little roux and dip that in the cheese, like a little bit more cheese or something. I don't know. And it probably don't even need that. It looked good by itself, to be fair. But I know some of y'all like condiments. Hey, do you? Nonetheless, she's on to something right here.
I am proud each year to be able to make a Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner. And it always ends up being one of my most well-received and also at the same time controversial topics on my channel. And the part that a lot of people don't seem to understand is the topic of the turkey. And I think that question comes to mind, especially this time of year when turkeys are usually offered at a fairly steep discount at most grocery stores, or oftentimes offered for free from food banks and food pantries.
Okay, so I was confused on why she's saying this. She's responding to a comment that says, that's usually stuff you already have in the house. What you're doing is good, but I would not eat canned turkey. Oh, okay. But she probably was able to get the turkey at Dollar Tree for $1.25. So even compared to I know people are giving out free turkeys, y'all. I'm just trying to understand where she's coming from.
This is a news article from last year that says line forms by 4 a.m. Turkeys go quick at Killeen Food Bank.
Yeah.
The article goes on to mention that the food bank opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, but that people started lining up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get a free turkey.
Is that where? So okay. For everyone that went to the food banks or going to the food banks, 4 in the morning, is that no? Wow. But it makes sense if you want to make sure you're securing yourself a turkey and you need a turkey. Like, okay.
I probably don't have to be the one to tell you this, but a lot of people don't have the physical ability to wait in line for 4 hours to get a turkey.
That's a great point.
My Food Line circular. You can get a 10-pound turkey for 39 cents a pound only when you make a $35 minimum purchase. So you would have to have at least $40 to spend in order to be able to get that turkey at the discounted price. And some retailers require you to spend $50 to get that discounted price. Now, your original comment was about the Target Thanksgiving dinner, which is $20, and it comes with these ingredients here. So you get a 10-pound turkey, a 5-pound bag of potatoes, a can of green beans, a can of cream of mushroom soup, some cranberry sauce, turkey stuffing, and turkey gravy. And as I mentioned to you in my comments, that is the start of a Thanksgiving dinner. You would still need to buy milk and butter to make the potatoes, and you would need seasonings to be able to cook that turkey.
Yeah, y'all need to make sure you season your turkey. Y'all gonna season the turkey, y'all. Season the turkey, please. I don't care if you gotta tap into that Dollar Tree budget. Get you at least bare minimum salt and pepper on that turkey. This ain't up for debate.
But of all of the things that I have said in this video, I have failed to mention one very important point. And that is that a whole turkey only benefits somebody with a fridge big enough to store it in and an oven to bake it in.
So maybe she's saying a lot of people don't have that. Okay, let's see.
I will never forget the first year I did my Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner that I got a comment from somebody who said that she volunteered with a ministry, and they were always so proud of their efforts in delivering Thanksgiving turkeys to families living in motels. But they failed to think about how somebody in a motel with a mini fridge and a microwave would be able to prepare a Thanksgiving turkey.
She has a great point there. I'm not even going to lie. I did not even consider that. I was ignorant, and she is doing a great thing. I hope that makes people who do want to provide services to the community to consider what she's saying, because that is a great point. Maybe you can still do the turkeys to people who have ovens and things like that, but this goes to show that the canned turkey is still a good alternative for the people in these situations. And I think a lot of the times we just consider the situation we're in, and we don't think there are people who don't even have a oven or things of that sort. So she is she's absolutely right.
Also thinking very recently about the physical strength that it takes to pick up a large turkey and transport it from your countertop to your oven to your fridge and all of that. My channel is about those limitations. And I know that sounds slightly hypocritical, seeing as I made a Thanksgiving casserole, which I did bake in the oven, but you don't have to.
Right.
All of those ingredients can be prepared on the stovetop or in the microwave, including that canned turkey.
Look, this lady is on it. Please don't have no smoke for this lady. I think what she's trying to do is make a meal that is all inclusive to where anybody possibly can do it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the only extreme I can see after not having a stove or oven and then trying to use the microwave is just you don't even have a microwave. But she is trying her best. Like, people can't solve every situation, but she's trying her best to include people who may just have a microwave. Like, we have to respect this.
All of those ingredients can be prepared on the stovetop or in the microwave, including that canned turkey. What you would not do is eat canned turkey. Well, luckily you're probably in a position where you don't feel the need to. So it's always important to recognize your position in life and understand that what is applicable to you is not applicable to all.
That's what I was just saying. And she's mic drop. Round of applause. So this last video is a response to the first man who told the story of him going to the grocery store and where he met up with the other lady who was trying to get the same recipe as him.
I don't have the words to describe how I'm feeling today. I think the closest I can come to is that I'm humbled and I am honored, although I don't really think that fully encapsulates it. Thank you, Caleb, for posting your story about a single mom at Dollar Tree who was there shopping my Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner and how it was how she was going to be able to provide Thanksgiving dinner for her family this year. Right. This platform and this community means everything to me. And because of that video, this community has grown so much today. I've gotten almost 300,000 new followers. I have messages and tags and comments that I can't even keep up with. You all give me so much purpose and fulfillment and support, and it's just an amazing thing to be a part of. So this is my welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining the Dollar Tree Dinners family. And if anyone out there is making my Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner this year, I sincerely hope that you enjoy it as much as I did.
Oh, she is so sweet. She had other recipes on her TikTok. Her TikTok handle is @DollarTreeDinners. Y'all, I kind of skimmed over the account. She was doing some other meals on there too. Y'all, let me know down below. Are you willing to try any of these recipes? If so, which one of them stood out to you? You know, the macaroni balls and that apple cobbler had me in a chokehold. Or have you told yourself, I don't even want to participate in buying all this stuff this year. It's going to be a regular day for me. The last option is what I'm going to be doing. Regardless of what you decide to do, I hope that this video opens your mind to what a lot of people are possibly experiencing and keeps you grateful each and every day for what you have. And I hope that makes people understand that you should never take what you have for granted. I hope that this video inspired somebody, y'all. We got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.